Hey everyone, when we last left off, I wanted to add date and time to each of the posts that we're sending to the database. So we're going to go ahead and send our third post to the database and see what exactly is the result. So we can go ahead and activate this function that we set within the API route by going to this route. Bam. We did get a response here on the browser. So we should see a new post that says third post within our database. And that's correct. We have the date, we have the time, we have the body, we have the title, and we have a unique ID, which Mongo assigns to any new document we add to the collection. Wonderful job, guys. When we last left off, we were able to successfully send information to MongoDB. We did that by hard coding a post which was saved to the MongoDB database as a NoSQL document. We want to create a UI so that user can create a post by writing something within an input form and then save that to the database with some logic. Secondly, we want to be able to view that post within a web page. So two things we want to be able to do here. First, let's create a page for us to send post to MongoDB. Let's just create a page to actually send information to MongoDB. All right, so the page, we can call it, I won't even camel case, I'll just say new post. And from here, we can begin creating a component. Wonderful. And one thing I'll have to introduce is Bulma. So if you would like to use Bulma within your application, head over to bulma.io. We're going to be able to write CSS at the speed of light without having to do too much. And that's going to allow you to build applications faster. Okay, so let's go to getting started. Since we've already installed Bulma, you head over to Overview, Start. You'll see this link here. So we're going to copy that, Visual Studio Code, and just paste that right at the top. So we do have Tailwind in here as well, but I'm a huge fan of Bulma. What we can do is now utilize Bulma for building web pages with easy CSS. So here we have a new post. So we're going to need a form. And then we're going to need some type of button to send, right? Well, I'll call it a send button that we're going to need. So this is not actual code I'm putting here. These are just comments. So it's not going to get read by the computer, but it will get read by me so that I can remember what I was trying to do. Let's create our form. Now, I did set that up for us ahead of time just so that we didn't have to waste too much time. So what we're going to do here is build the way that you'd be building at a real software engineering job. And one of the things that you're going to have to do is learn how to structure your project. Instead of just creating pages and having a bunch of code within those pages, we should create Lego blocks for our web pages and just use different parts of those Lego blocks as the page needs. So let's create a folder called components. And I want you to imagine that those are in fact your Lego blocks. Where does that folder go? It's going to go in your parent directory. So we'll call it components. And then within there, we can create a few files. Let's go ahead and create a nav bar. Let's create footer. Let's create a card, a hero. Most important for this actual lesson is we're going to create a form. Here's the form that I created. We have a hook that we're utilizing called useState. It allows us to keep track of any data that's changing within this web page or this component particularly. So I wanted to watch out for title. I want it to watch out for content, importance, category. Okay. At this point, I can head over to my pages folder. Within new post, I can import this form. So I'll say import form, and it knows to go into components/form. So let's try putting that in here, see what that